Hey, what's up guys, WhirlXbow back here, and today we are going to be playing some OTK Warrior, some Warsong Commander combo deck. I don't know what you guys want to call this, I just call it typically OTK Warrior. It's probably my second favorite deck currently in Wild, behind Shadowwalk Shaman. You guys know how I love Shadowwalk Shaman. This deck is like very, very close to behind that. It has everything I want in a deck. Combo finisher, early game card draw where you don't really interact much, but you know, you kind of just build up to your combo and then you play your combo. I really like this deck. It's fairly challenging in my opinion to get used to. And like even like you could have 200 games on the deck and you'll still make dumbass misplays. Like you've seen some of the misplays I've done. So just be warned that if you do pick up this deck, it's very easy to misplay. But yeah. Anyways, I don't think I have really anything else to say. It's Warsong Commander. You play a Warsong Commander. You play a Risky Skipper. You play Frothing Berserkers. They all have charge. They all get huge because of the Risky Skipper. You copy it. You kill your opponent. Easy. To the front. So this way, everything costs 1. Yeah? Easy enough? Alright. With that being said, let's queue up the first game and let's see how it goes. Alright guys, yeah. With that being said, I'll see you guys all in the first one. Alright. Hammer's pretty good. This whole hand is actually just kind of meh. Sorry, axe, not hammer. I'll do this. I'll admit that keeping this might be greedy. Same thing with this. One combo piece, but I feel like I have so many good draws against the mage that something like this is fine. Typically, secret's no longer Renathal. Quest might be Renathal. Not quest. Secret? Secret Mage is like your worst matchup, and it's not even really close. The reason Secret Mage is so bad for this deck is the card Objection and the card Counterspell kind of just shit on your day, and it's really hard to play around them because of the nature of your deck. I just hear power here. Yeah, it's just really hard to play around secrets, so yeah. Also, again, Ice Block is awful. You can't really play around Ice Block whatsoever in this deck, so yeah. Kind of just need to go for a value Warsong Commander Frothing Berserker combo and just hope it's good enough. Just slam it there. Like, if I had Frothing Berserker, if I had drawn Risky Skipper here, I would have probably went Risky Skipper, Frothing Berserker, wiped his board, and say, have an answer to my Frothing Berserker, or else I'll use this to just win the game. But I didn't, so fuck me, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'd probably still do it if he doesn't play Secret, and I do top deck, Skipper. I'll probably just slam, and just because if it lands, it's just good enough, probably. So, kind of makes sense to just slam. A counterspell? It is not. I hate drawing one with this card, but it is objectively correct. Like 2 combo pieces off. Kind of rough. What's the odds that it's explosive rune? Let's see. Always objection, never explosive runes. If it was explosive runes there, I was fine. With it being objection, I think I lose the game. Oh well, it happens. There's nothing I can do here. Yeah. You just did Secret Mage things. If your opponent can't play the game, you can't lose. No, he has a counterspell. I really knew that's aligned. Only way I win the game. He draws 3 cards because Secret Mage. Wow, his deck is so hard to play. Every time I queue into Secret Mage, I just notice my mood in that day just gets a little bit worse. Just from seeing the Mage class. And I wish Secret Mage got, like, the big nerf. It's just so unfun to play against. The deck requires no skill, and it's just not fun to play against. I wouldn't mind so much less if they didn't gut combo decks every time one becomes anywhere near decent. It's really annoying to see decks like this stay alive for so long, and yet combo decks get nerfed as soon as they get any bit popular. Oh well. Let's skip the next one, hopefully not see another mage. Okay. I am much more okay with this than I am with mage. This hand is actually really good. Alright. But yeah, no, I genuinely feel, though, mage is the problem with Hearthstone. I know that's a very controversial point and controversial opinion. I feel like if none of the mage decks were in the format, like, well, okay, by none, I mean, if Quest Mage is already not even that great in my opinion, but if something like Quest Mage and something like Secret Mage both got minor nerfs, I'm fairly certain the game would be better. Fairly certain. Like, just imagine if Secret Mage was just like 3 turns slower. The game would just straight up be better. Because the big thing, at least the people I talk to that used to play a lot of Hearthstone that don't do it anymore, I often ask people, like, why did you stop? And so far, I'd probably say 80% of the people I said that I've asked that question to have just said, oh, the meta got toxic. And every single time, it was near the release of Rigged Fair Games in Dark Moon. And it's like, huh. And Rigged Fair Games is a card that they also bring up, like, every time. Because that card is just not fun to play against. It's super toxic. Interesting. Draw 5? 4? Draw 4 here. Missing to the front. I'm missing to the front. I guess I'm missing a couple other things that would be fairly nice. Yeah. I was in a position that was very, very hard to lose from. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty. Well, that was a fast one. Let's keep the next one and hopefully have it go better. Or I guess just as good. Same draw next game. Alright, yeah. Let's do that. Anyway, so with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, Shaman. Normal this whole thing. No card draw, not really a keepable hand. Also, by the way, just to make, just to be also 100% transparent, the people I also asked, like, why did you quit Hearthstone? Mage is not the only answer that was given. The meta was basically the same consensus though for everyone. Was the meta? It was most of the people I do know that have played Hearthstone are control players. I'll be honest about that one. So they don't like the fact that the game went more from a game where both types of decks were kind of playable. I think in the early days of Hearthstone where both decks were playable. Switching from that to definitely more aggro oriented. They said that was one of the leading factors that caused them to switch. This is an insane draw. Don't really want to waste the charge, but I feel like this is fine. I'm doing 3 damage to the board on my turn. So hopefully he doesn't have +2 health to everything. That would really suck. But if he doesn't, I mean, if he just plays some more 3 health dudes, and he plays weapon. Yeah, okay. I'm stupid far ahead here. Like, actually insanely far ahead. Start with this. 1, 2, punch, 3. Devolve does fuck me, I'll be honest, but if he doesn't have Devolve, I win the game. Next turn I go Frothing Berserker unless I draw some form of card draw, in which case I'm going to slam the card draw. And I get to attack with my weapon, buffing my creature's health again as well. Oh. Yeah. I don't care about losing this. I would rather play this. Guess this is better to lose slightly. My 11-5 should be good enough to win the game. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's giving him a freeze. Hopefully I draw something like half the cards in the fucking game. No, hopefully I draw. Oh, does he not have the freeze? No, he does not, apparently. Ooh, pirate stuff. Punch face. I was gonna say, hopefully I draw the, any form of the card draw spells. They were just so nuts there. Draw 4 off the one that's damaged. Draw 3 off, the one that draws for creature types. I would have been super far ahead. I mean, I figured out super far ahead. I just assumed he had the freeze, so he's just gonna go freeze my frothing, and I'm like, well, if I draw card draw, I win the game. And then turns out I didn't have the freeze, so I just won the game anyways. Anyways, with that being said, let's queue up the next one. Alright. Hard mode this whole hand. I learnt my lesson. I'm not keeping the Imbued Axe in the opener. By the way, I don't know if I said it yet. I think I did. Did I? I don't know. The card I was thinking about earlier was Battle Ridge. But I hope everybody has a beverage. I am currently drinking me a Pepsi. Pepsi good. I like me a Pepsi. Wasn't sure if I was supposed to play creatures here to increase this card draw. We're almost at the full combo. It's kind of insane to think about. We're missing Warsong and Risky Skipper. We could technically hit it for 6. As funny as that is, I could technically hit it for 6. I have a feeling he's gonna go punch punch. I should have played this. I want to be a little bit more mana efficient, so I just slammed it, but I don't think I should have done this. I have an answer to that. Probably try to go off on 7. I kind of want him to go face-face. Sadly not face-face. Because then this would have been active. Six here. This is on minion almost 100%. Gosh. My hand just does nothing. Two cards away, nothing in hand that actually does anything. Battle Rage is now active at least. That's fine. Fine. Are you serious? Oh, these cards. Hold on to this. I'm expecting a Mutinous. Not only am I expecting Mutinous, but in case he bounces this and replays it, I have a check for it. I'm 2 cards away from lethal is the problem, and I'm 1 turn away from dead, I feel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Really risky skipper away from just having lethal. Feels bad. Oh, 13, 14. Don't think there's any way out, right? Two health away. RP. I had to find a risky skipper last turn. I drew doubles of everything except for risky skipper, and again, I hit 2 pieces of card draw that entire game. What can you do? And he had a fairly insane curve. Oh well, it happens. We have time for another game, so let's queue it up. Alright. Depending how fast the priest's draw is, changes how good and what type of priest it is. If it's aggro, we're a little bit more favored than if it's control. Fucking control. Also, don't know if I just heard my doorbell ring or not, but I'm not expecting anyone. So, yeah. I'm assuming if I was expecting someone would have texted me, being like, yo, X person's coming. But no one texted me such a thing, so I'm gonna ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist. I'm gonna go check after this game. It might just be a shipment, a package that someone in my household is expecting. That is very possible. If you guys are wondering about the infused on the Imbued Axe, it doesn't matter. For the most part, it's nice to have, don't get me wrong, but it's not the be-all and end-all to win the game. You're doing it mostly for the health, and the health doesn't get upgraded when it gets infused, only the attack does. The 3 additional attack you're going to get from your board doesn't actually matter. I was hoping this would be the, this is target dummy. So that was target dummy. I drew an additional card here, and that would have been pretty nice. Deals hero power plus shadow spell, both hitting my face. That's pretty good for me. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for another Roaring Applause here. Pretty nice. Got 2. Warsong Commander away. I'm a little bit more than Warsong Commander away, if I'm being honest. I do have 2 of these. Does help a lot. Yeah. But you know, for the most part, we're a Warsong Commander away from lethal. Because the front, Warsong, risky, Frothing. Puppy. For this. Yeah. One in 12. Or 1 in 6. That's fine. Once I hit Frothing Berserker, I just won the game, so again, I'm not worried. That's just the big thing, right? At this point, Mutinous, he needs to have Mutinous and Rat. And if he has everything, he has everything. There's not much I can do. I'm just kind of playing a simulator, basically. Just, again, you hit the Warsong for the OTK. If I do, I win the game. If not, I cry. Fitty fitty. Interesting. He dealt 1 less damage to me than he could have. And to him. I have to. It really fucking sucks, but what can you do? Because now I'm a little bit more can't English today. I do have full combo in hand. The problem is now I'm a little bit more open to dirty reps. If it eats this, I'm in a really, really rough spot. But again, odds are very low to hit this, and I'm holding what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other creatures. Okay, well, a bunch of armor. By a bunch, I mean like 4, 5, 4. That's not Mutinous, at least. That's good for me. Could still have Rat. He has Rat, he has Rat. He doesn't have any mana to play with anymore. Oh. GG's, as they say. Let's not fuck this up. One, 2. Just well over lethal. Wasn't sure if I had to play the Eternium Rover as well. Just wanted to make sure that I was gonna survive. Beautiful. Easy game. Yeah, that's that right there, that's the thing. 1 card away. Always just 1 card away. Anyways, I'm gonna go see what's at my door, and I'm gonna queue up the next one. Alright, guys, yeah. With that being said, I will see you guys all in the next game. Alright. What the fuck is this? Why is it a mage? Guess I just have to try for turbo, right? Where I just keep combo pieces. Alright, I'm gonna try doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just go for a turbo combo win against mages. This into this. Just hope it's good enough. It probably won't be, because I'm gonna just cry when he goes secret here. Yeah, there's very little that I could realistically do. There's a test for objection. I need to survive till turn 7 is the big thing. turn 7, so this way I can go to the front. You test, it's like I can't even test for it. It's actually so hard to test for. Just, if he draws 3, I cry. Fucking cry. I hate this game. Also, if you guys were wondering, there was nothing at my door. I guess I just thought I heard the bell when I didn't. Because there was no package or anything outside, so I don't fucking know. This seems fair. 6, 7. Played 13 mana worth of shit on turn 3. Fix out. Should have played this. Should have played to get the other pirate out of my deck. I love how little I can do in this game. Problem is that's also fucking counterspell, and I just can't beat counterspell. Like, at all. Like, my odds of winning against counterspell are 0. Right, 3 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13. Well, I wish I had a secret or a spell I can play here. Any of the spells in my deck, just to test. Thing is, if I draw Warsong Commander, I can just go for it next turn. I guess technically it could be Oasis Ally rigged fair games. Like, that is a line of secrets he could realistically have. Okay, oh. No, I'm never gonna land a combo. Yay, Secret Mage. Okay, I didn't even hit anyways. It actually is counterspell Oasis Ally. Huh. Oh, there's nothing I could have done this game. That's the problem with playing on Secret Mage. There's legitimately never anything you can fucking do, because I think I absolutely loathe playing against Secret Mage. It is something I hate doing more than words can describe, if I'm being honest. Anyways, OTK, Warsong Commander, Warrior. Thoughts of the deck? It's fucking great. Like, yes, okay. Yes, Mage is your single worst matchup, and it doesn't come close. It just doesn't work. Their deck is purposely designed to beat slow-ish mediocre combo decks. That's what that deck does, right? It's really toxic to play against, but that's what the whole design of that deck is. Cards like Objection prevent you from playing your combo pieces on the turn you want to combo off. Things like Explosive Runes also prevent that. Things like Counterspell, counter any form of the spells you want to use to try to go off. So that deck is just purposely designed to never allow a combo deck to win. It sucks, but it's true. And right now, I would probably say in my last 30-ish games, I'll always say around 5 to 6 of them were Secret Mage. Is this deck good into that meta? No. But for the other 20-ish games, 25-ish games, it works great. and it will work great. As you saw, you could see my win rate on the deck in general. My win rate in 45 games, I have a 60% win rate. And when I look at my games, right, I can look at my stats here, right? Is there an overall? Warlock, we win. What is this? Wins. Okay, so yeah, so this is the win-loss. The only deck, I guess I'm negative, that negative against Rogue? Interesting. I did not know this. Like, the 2 decks I'm negative against are Mage and Rogue. I haven't played against a Rogue. These were at the start, I believe, so I'm not too sure. But the Mage is, all of these were Secret Mages, and the one game I won, he just bricked on Secrets, and that's the only reason I won. But yeah. Overall, I would highly recommend trying out this deck. I think it's really, really fun. I think it's a great deck. It's skill testing. It helps you learn the game better because you learn what to play around. And yeah, I just think it's one of those decks that's just really good in general at teaching people the game. And to be fair, for me, playing a hard deck is the best way to learn any card game. If you want to learn Magic, don't start by playing Burn. You don't learn how to play against anything. Right? Playing a Burn deck in any card game is kind of the same gist, where it's really easy to deal in Magic. 18 damage, it's fine to the last 3 to kill your opponent. That's hard. In Hearthstone, when you're playing an aggro deck, it's really easy to deal with the first 25 damage. Finding the extra 5 is a little bit harder. I personally say learn a combo deck because this way you're going to learn what all the tech cards are in the format or whatever game you're playing, right? The deck I learned how to play Modern with was Amulet Titan. Straight up combo deck, you learn every single tech card of the format playing that deck. Then afterwards I switched over to Yogg, so now I learn all the graveyard tech cards. So now I know the creature-based tech cards, the artifact-based tech cards from Amulet, and I learned the graveyard tech cards, and I saw the enchantment ones also in the older versions of Amulet. So now I just know all the tech cards, so it's much easier for me to learn and to figure out what I need to play around when I already know and I've already played against everything else. Right? That's why I would say start out with a combo deck. It is much harder to learn that way, and it will take you a little bit longer. I would say it's not harder to learn, but you're going to notice the game is going to be a little bit more frustrating at the start. But in the long run, in my opinion, it's going to help you out a lot more than if you start with an aggro deck. It's my personal opinion. Say I'm wrong if you think I'm wrong. Tell me how you guys learned. Maybe I learned that way, but that's because the people I hung out with also played combo decks and kind of influenced me to go that route and kind of realize, oh, well, it worked for me. It's going to work for someone else. But it probably won't. Tell me how you guys think. If you guys think it's easier to learn playing an aggro deck, say, oh, it's easier to learn playing an aggro deck, but explain why. Right? Because you can't just say something and not have any reasoning as to behind it, because that doesn't help anyone. Anyways, that's enough of me rambling. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to like and subscribe as always. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one, where hopefully we'll get more dubs and we'll get closer to Legend. Alright guys, yeah. With that being said, I will see you guys all in the next game. Peace.